Today, I'm with renowned dancer Charles Riley, also known as Little Bob. Hi, Mr. Riley.
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure to meet you. What inspires you?
Well, there's a lot of different things that inspire me. When I first started dancing, what actually inspired me were the dancers living in Memphis. There's a lot of native dancers in Memphis to the style of Memphis juking, because my dance style is from Memphis. It's where it was born there. So I grew up around it. It's more than just a dance. It's like a culture. So like a lot of my friends and my people that are actually older than me, like my mom, a lot of different people did this dance style. So like the people in my community inspired me in the beginning, and then as YouTube came about and other different platforms to help dancers and people in general put their talents out there, I started to get inspired by other dancers as well outside of Memphis and outside of where I was from, like break dancers and contortionists and acrobats and gymnasts. I've been inspired by different people. So, I'm inspired by them, and then it makes me take action and want to actually get into it and start dancing or doing gymnastics or anything, and that's why I can do like all these crazy things. But yeah, I'm inspired just by really my peers, my friends, my sister. She's actually kind of started me off dancing with juking. She started it. So her and, Michael Jackson inspired me for sure when I was really younger. And yeah, just mostly my peers, my friends back at home in Memphis who did the dance style and actually helped me develop my own style.
Yes. Did you always know you wanted to be a dancer?
I knew when I was 12 years old that I wanted to be a dancer, for sure. I always danced, but I used to want to be a lot of things. I used to want to be an artist. I used to want to be a professional, artist and painter. I used to know how to paint really good and draw really well. And I wanted to be a basketball player. I used to play basketball really well. But in the end, when I saw juking for the first time, when I saw this dance style for the first time, it just hit me like nothing else in this world, and I just knew exactly at that point I wanted to do this. So, yeah, I pretty much knew I wanted to be a dancer when I was like 12 years old.
Was that the first dance style you learned?
Yes, it was the first official dance style I learned. I used to dance crazy when I was a kid and just do whatever comes to mind, but it was the first official dance style I actually learned, yes.
What is your proudest professional moment?
What is my proudest professional moment? I have a few. I don't know if I have a proudest yet, because they all have their own moments. They all have their own uniqueness to it. I have a few though. One of them was when I was performing with Yo-Yo Ma for the first time, and Yo-Yo is like he's on another level already of genius and in the musical world. So that was an amazing collaboration, an unforgettable collaboration, working with Yo-Yo Ma for the first time. And we actually did a video that went viral on YouTube because of that collaboration. Yeah. So that was one of my proudest moments. Actually having the opportunity to tour with Madonna. I did a world tour. I did 2 world tours with Madonna. Those are some pretty proud moments of mine because I got to see dance all over the world.
You went to the Super Bowl with her.
The Super Bowl was the first one. I was about to get back to that. Yeah, the Super Bowl is one of my biggest and most proud moments because I don't think I've ever done a show on that big of a scale before. So I did the Super Bowl with her and the 2 tours. I was proud of all 3 of those. And the Yo-Yo Ma thing was a collaboration I was really proud of. And another proud moment for me was going to China. When I went to China, Beijing, China for the first time with the Silk Road Ensemble with Yo-Yo Ma and his group. And we all did a huge show out there, like huge, amazing show. And it was full of collaboration. Like Meryl Streep was there, Yo-Yo was there, I was there, the Silk Road Ensemble, Johnny, and the Brooklyn Riders. So many different artists came together and just made something beautiful there. So that
seems like a great show.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yes. What is coming up for you in 2016?
2016, there's a lot coming up for me. A lot dealing in the dance world. In different worlds, actually. The dance world, the fashion world, and in just the world of filming, like short films. I'm working on my own short film called Me and the Light with these 2 directors, Alan Spearman and Mark Adams. It's a film, a short film about the energy of the South and where I'm from. Like there's this energy, and there's some negative energy that's been left there due to everything a lot of things that happened in the past in my city, and I'm just working on a film to transfer that energy into positive energy and release it into the world so it can come back in the most positive ways. So yeah, I have that film I'm working on. I have a lot of different performances with Damien Wetzel, and some with Yo-Yo and different collaborators such as Christina Pato and different musicians. I have a lot of stuff in that world going on, and a lot in the performing arts I'm doing. I'm doing a lot of work, live shows, a lot of live shows in performing arts, and just really fashion. I'm designing my own fashion line right now, and I've done a collaboration with Versace recently. So I designed my own shoe for Versace, and I'm just working that field. And yeah, film and dance, like I just said, just working on strictly just film, dance, and fashion.
You have a lot to look forward to.
I have a lot. I have a lot of work to do, a lot on my plate.
What is the most valuable lesson you have learned through your career?
The most, I'm sorry, say it again?
The most valuable lesson you have learned through your career.
The most valuable lesson I've learned in my career was that I am not the, this is a good one. Madonna told me this, and I actually kept it with me forever. That I'm just the carrier of my talent. I am not the creator of it. So I really appreciate, it reminds me to really appreciate my talent, and that this was something, giving this was like something in me. This is a special gift that I have, and to not take it for granted, and to actually work towards polishing this gift and making it amazing, and just to keep working basically. So yeah, that I'm just a vessel for my talent, but I'm also the giver of inspiration, and just to remember that how I started was from being inspired. Like my whole journey started from one person gliding across carpet and inspiring me. So that strength has built me to become the person I am. That inspiration let me know who I was and what I wanted to do in that moment. And it happens with a lot of people in the world. So I'm using my gift now to do that same thing with the world. So that's my lesson. My life lesson pretty much is just to inspire to be inspired. To inspire.
To my understanding, a teacher exposed you to ballet music. Can you tell me how that changed your dancing?
Well, actually, yes, I was working with a ballet company in Memphis, Tennessee called New Ballet Ensemble. And yeah, they have a teacher, an artistic director named Katie Smythe, and she didn't introduce me to classical music, but she just gave me that opportunity to do. I mean, she gave me the idea of, really taking it serious and using my own dance style with classical music, because I used to mess around a lot and dance to classical music, but just for the fun of it. I never really took it seriously. And I used to just do my own style on top of strings, just to, kind of just making fun of it, actually, and kind of like, hey, look, I can do this too. And then she actually taught me to appreciate classical music and the dance, and classical dance. And, I grew to appreciate it so much, because it takes so much strength and just technique to be able to do just the most simple looking moves in ballet, in that ballet world. So yeah, she taught me to appreciate just classical music and dance. And yeah, that was in Memphis.
I always end my interviews with the question, what is your favorite meal and dessert?
My favorite meal? Well, I'm vegan, so it would depend on where I am in the world, because I travel a lot. My favorite meal is lasagna. I love vegan lasagna, like a nice cold raw vegan lasagna with all the veggies and everything in it. It's really good to me. And peanut butter. It's one of my favorite snacks. But yeah, lasagna is my favorite food, I'd have to say. If it's vegan, I dig right into it. But yeah, sometimes it depends on where I am. Some places I go has like the best veggie burger or the best quinoa burger.
Just all different things?
Yeah, just different things depending on where I am.
Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Riley.
Thank
Would it
you.
be possible for you to show me a dance move?
Of course. So I can show you a really simple one, okay? Cool. It's called the buck jump, okay? So what you're going to do is, let's face this way, so I can see you profile. What you want to do is you want to use your knees, okay? So think of your hands as puppets. So these are your puppet masters, and these are your puppets. You want to control your legs with your hands. So you have an invisible string that goes to your legs. Do your fingers, and you want to lift. You want to say 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that easy?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. But now you want to bend. You want to bend your knees, and you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Because it's a bounce. It's a really bouncy style. So let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 on each leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And that's called the buck jump.
It's named after you.
Yeah. Well, I'm named after it.
Yeah.
Yep. Want to try it together? Let's do it. 5, 6, 7. Starting with the right leg.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Hey, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. You are fast.